What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Ride and Dad channel, or welcome if it's your first time. Either way, very glad to have you. Bunch to cover, so let's go ahead and roll that beautiful, beautiful intro right now.
Riding down a YouTube channel, it's the Riding Down a YouTube channel, it's the Riding Down a YouTube channel, it's the Riding Down a thing that you found.
So as you can see, I am now driving dad. I'm not the riding dad this current second, and that is because, you guys obviously know, you clicked on it, and this is the thumbnail. This is my vlog, I guess you can call it, my trip over detail, whatever. I can't think of the word that I'm thinking of in my head. It's been a long day. But this is my trip with a buddy, Ryan, B-Rad, the Bryster. He is meeting me from West Virginia, me from Florida, obviously. We're meeting in North Carolina. We're staying in Robbinsville this time, which you guys should probably already know from everything I've talked about in the past. Anywho, I'm currently obviously in the car. I have 216 miles to go, 4 hours on the dot. Well, actually, right now I have 3 hours and 59 minutes. And it says my arrival is 4:18, which is very exciting to me because originally this morning my arrival was supposed to be 4:53, and I left at 5:15 in the morning. So I figured between gas stops, if it was raining, traffic accidents, I'd probably get there at about 6 o'clock. It was 750 something miles, and almost 12 hours driving pretty much was what Google Maps was telling me. So through the dear Lord, Rossi, our savior, who has provided me with this beautiful traffic and rain-free travels today, I've managed to lower my arrival time, or decrease, whatever you want to call it, earlier and earlier. It's jumped about 40 minutes. I've already made one gas stop real quick. I thought I had to poop, didn't have to poop, just had to pee real quick, and I held it in, and thankfully I haven't had to poop yet. I have a cooler next to me full of waters, coffees, fruits, and wraps that I made myself this morning for food, so I don't have to stop at. I'm eating healthier. Those of you that have talked to me on Instagram stuff, I don't do sugar. I do some pretty healthy foods now. So one, it allows me to stay on a pretty healthy diet, and then two, it also decreases my time. I don't have to worry about, oh, can I stop and get gas and food at the same place? Any of that. So I have snacks. I've only had to stop once. I'm only going to have to stop, unless something crazy happens and there's a ton of traffic or something weird, I'm only going to have to stop one more time. I have 82 miles left on my fuel range, and 214 miles to go. I'm going to try to stop at around 180, 170 miles. I got to check where gas stations are kind of strategically, especially that are good prices, and then try to just do one more stop before I get there. Brian said he should be getting there at about 4 o'clock. I don't know. He said it was also supposed to be kind of rainy and crabby when he was leaving today. So if it's raining, obviously, he's taking the bike all the way down. He only has about an 8-hour trip. So if it's raining, obviously, it's going to be a little bit more for him, and he might have to stop, obviously, way more frequently than I am. So I don't know. If he gets there at 4, he gets there at 4. He's going to beat me, but my personal goal is to beat him. But we're staying at this little tiny house. It should be kind of a nice little area. It should be like 20 minutes away from the Dragon. Like I said, this video will be the whole trip and everything, so it should be a good time. This is extra exciting for me, especially because the past 2 years, the only 2 years I've done this so far, I've had to rent a cargo van, which is kind of nice because the bike's inside, everything is inside. I don't have to worry about any elements or whatever like that, or trailer. However, this year is the first year I'm able to take it in my own truck. About 7 or 8 months ago, I got a truck finally, and I bought a trailer a little bit ago for some other stuff, but then also I knew I was going to be able to use it for this, so don't have to rent anything, didn't have to pick anything up, don't have to drop anything off at the end of the day or at the end of the trip. Very exciting for me to personally use my own stuff. It's just, you know, those of you who have been on the same route, you guys understand. It's just way, way nicer being able to use your own stuff and not have to worry about, oh, is this in this condition? Is it clean? Did I get whatever? It's just your own stuff. So if I figured out how to do what I'm thinking about doing, now you guys will see like a little mini trip to the, I'm going to call it hotel, but it's an Airbnb, it's a house. If not, then you guys will just see me back at the house when I get there. But either way, I will see you guys in around 3.5, 4 hours, about 200 miles to go, and I will show you guys the house. What's up? We made it. Brian, I did beat Brian. He should be here in about 10 minutes. So just enough time for me to give you guys a quick tour of where it's at. It's a very odd location. I passed it twice. I had to do 2 U-E's. You can see that's the main road, and it's like all the way back here. I thought it was maybe that one, and then I saw some guy, ironically enough, unloading 2 bikes from that house, and then there's another one here, and there's this one. And I know from the looks of it, I'm sure you can kind of tell, it does not look great. That's my truck. That's my bike. So I was kind of bummed when I got here. I'm like, this looks like a piece of crap. This is all locked. I'm sure it's just storage for them or whatever. But get up here, that's where they give you, it's Airbnb, so it's the key lock, whatever. So this is locked, and I just unlocked it and opened it. There's this little musty room is the best way to describe it. Smells terrible. That fridge is on, but it's not cold. I was pretty sure it's on. It feels cool in there, but it's not cold. So I'm sure that's where the smell is coming from. Then there's this pull up gently, and the door sucks. This is very squishy, not solid feeling, but when you get in here, it's actually pretty good. Let me try to, where's the light switch? You guys can see a little better. Okay, that's not, oh, it's right over here. I already unloaded all my stuff. You think I would have known where the light switch is. Anyway, this is like the main living area, I guess, whatever. Furniture looks relatively clean. You got the kitchen stuff. There's my bananas. AC there. Sucks. The rooms, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. The rooms do not have AC in them, and that is something that it did not state in the page, and nobody reviewed that. But it's a normal house, so you got all of your appliances that you would need and everything like that. Kitchen table, you know, stuff. These are the windows that look like crap from the outside. I mean, inside is like I said, pretty nice. You got decent looking couch, heater, another chair, TV. You come around this way, and you have bedroom number 1. Bedroom number 1. It's got its own closet. Kind of warm in here. Weird, there is no fan in this one. There's fans in every other one. In addition, they have like a little standing fan. This one has 0 fans, so I guess the guys were just like, nah, screw whoever stays in this room, but I'm gonna move one of those fans. Bedroom number 1, and bathtub, shower. Oh, somebody, I don't know if that was on purpose or whatever, but mirror. This is the room that I have claimed as of right now. I put everything in there. I'll switch, I don't care whatsoever. And then there's a 3rd room. Honestly, realistically, me and Brian will probably just sleep on one of these twin beds, and let all the other 3 beds go to waste. We'll probably just share one of these beds. So, see, fan, and in this room, fan, but in the other room, like I said, no fan. Washer, dryer, which, whatever, dryer may come in handy, and another bathroom. So that's about it. Now, we wait until B-Rod gets here. I hear him. He's a-coming. He's a-chugging along. He's coming. There he is. Here he goes. Alright, day 1 started off right. Tail of the Dragon. We rode up it, and then we rode back down it. Cannot show you the full video because that is a whole video in itself. So let's go ahead and fast forward real quick.
Christmas trees on fire, Santa's holding the lighter. My parents are both liars. I got gifts but 1 subscribers. Thanks for the candy basket. Oh God, another jacket.
Alright, and we stopped at this place called 2 Wheels Through Time. Very cool museum. Definitely recommend you going if you are anywhere near it. They have a whole bunch of different motorcycles through the time of the U.S. and everything, the history of it. Different Harleys, Indians, different bikes in general. They have a couple different cars, and pretty much everything runs. So periodically, they will start up different bikes as well while you're there.
Not a Christmas song. My neighbors compete to see who can put up more blinding lights. The kids all wish away the month cause they want presents in sight. This year had me so mad. I've been bad, got cold at
gas on, turning the key, giving it a kick.
All right, day 2, we hit the Foothills Parkway, pretty decent. Got a chance to check out Dream Rides of Tennessee. Very awesome place. Only place I've ever met or seen that has saddleman seats with different color lattice stitches, Bassani pipes, a Fab 28 pipe, flow pegs, all that kind of third-party aftermarket stuff for Harleys in stock, ready to go. Very impressed with them. Brian actually got a new front tire while he was there, and they were very quick about installing it. Towards the end of day 2, we actually hit up the Fontana Dam, which was huge. Pretty cool to check that out. And that takes us to day 3. Day 3, we hit up pretty far Tennessee, did some other Harley dealers, and we actually saw this pretty cool Lowrider S set up with an FXRT fairing. Very, very tastefully done. Hit a bunch of different roads, totaled up about 930 miles for the 3 days that we were there, which, if you know anything about twisties, that is a lot of time in the saddles. Just a very awesome trip all in general. Everywhere we went the entire trip, went to 3 different Harley dealers, a couple different other really cool places. Everything was very cool. We did a lot of different stuff this time because of where we were staying than we have in the past. Everywhere we ate was phenomenal. We ended our 3rd day with a really big dinner. Weird waiter, but a big dinner nonetheless. And it was just a really, really good trip in general. 10 out of 10. Alright, and just like that, trip is done. We are back in the car. Hopefully you guys don't fall over. It's not a solid mount to have you guys up, just like a little thing on the truck. Anyway, trip is done. I'm on the way home. I've actually been on the way home for 7.5 hours already. I have another 3 hours and 18 minutes. It started raining, so I'm sure that will go up. Well, it started before, now it's drizzling, whatever you want to call it, just barely, but people don't know how to drive, especially in Florida, when it rains, so I'm sure that's going to happen. But I did just make my last stop. I managed to only make 2 stops again. Fun fact, did have to make a poop at a TA, what is it, I forget what it is, but it's a TA. They're all over, they're like truck stops all over. Bathroom was in pretty good condition. I was highly impressed. However, besides the point. So yeah, trip is done. Love how the bike handled. Some of you guys are probably having questions. You know, I'll cover all the stuff that I have done, and you know, if I would do it again or whatever in a later video and stuff like that, because there is a lot of stuff that I am going to change about the bike, for sure, after having ridden this trip. You know, just like everything, there's stages in our builds, and just when you think you're done, you take your bike out for a 8 or 9 hour trip, a lot of highway miles and stuff, and then there's stuff that doesn't work. I will say, my front rotors are shot. My buddy's front rotor is shot also. He only has one, so it's very noticeable for him. Mine has like a vibration instead of like a pulse, because there's 2 of them, and I'm assuming they're obviously not working the exact same spot, but you can feel it pulse on the brake and everything, like the actual lever. It's not good. My hypothesis, because they were fine up until I did the Lindell brake pads, and then within a few hundred miles after the Lindell brake pads, they started to get bad and progressively worse. By the end of this trip, especially doing the tail of the Dragon 4 times, you know, up and down 4 times, and the aggressive braking and stuff like that, they're just completely shot. So first thing I do when I get home tomorrow morning, I'm going to buy some more rotors. I am leaning towards the Galford Cubic rotors. I'm also going to get new pads, and then actually I'm going to send my old pads to Brian, because he's probably going to wait on a rotor a little bit longer, so might as well just give him my old pads. I'm not going to use them for anything anymore, and it's not like they were like $500 and I'm taking a huge loss. They were under $100, so why not just have him use the rest of the life that's on them, and they'll probably make a big difference for him, especially because he's only got 1 rotor, because his bike is not as cool as the lowrider is. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching very much. Of course, there'll be a video right after this video. I will post either before or after, I don't know. So either go check out the last one or look forward to next week's of, just like I always do, one just start to finish run of the Dragon. A lot of people don't know what it's like, especially on a Harley and stuff, so there will be one complete start to finish run. This year's video for that will be pretty cool also, because I have the Power Vision I have set up. I have it on a different screen that shows RPMs in kind of an analog tachometer sort of thing. So it'll be a pretty cool, just an extra visual component to that video. See, I have engine temp, intake air temp, stuff like that. So that should be pretty cool to have on there as well. Hopefully it comes out in video and the sun's not too much of a glare. But that's about the end for this video. I appreciate you guys for watching very, very much. Thank you. Without you guys, without the continued support I get from companies like Tucker Speed and stuff, speaking of which, wearing one of their shirts, without all of this, without you guys watching, really, I wouldn't have a lot of the funds, thankfully, that I have to do trips like this without making as big of a dent in my bank account as they do right now. So thank you guys for, again, the continued support. I know a few of you guys reached out to me like, oh, we just missed you guys, we were there, I did whatever in the area. So by all means, next time we're coming out, or if you see me anywhere else in Florida, definitely stop and say, hey, I always got stickers with me, and I'm always good for a handshake and meeting you guys. So thank you guys again for everything. I really appreciate the support and everything, and just the motorcycle culture is awesome. Riding in places like the Tail of Dragon in North Carolina and Tennessee. I'm gonna hold you guys so you don't flip. Whoa, almost flipped over there. But anyway, just the community in general, the rides, the places, everything is just awesome, and every time I take a trip like this, solidifies why I love motorcycling so much, why I love the motorcycle community so much. It's just so enjoyable, and it really just, for those, I mean, I'm sure you're watching this, you like motorcycles to some extent, you completely understand what I mean when it just gets you out of, like, you can have the most stressful home life, you know, like as far as work and family and stuff, just stuff is really stretching you out, worrying about bills, or, you know, if you have a medical issue with one of your family members or something like that, just really taxing on your mind. And you take a small trip, you know, even for a few hours, just take the bike out or whatever, and just all of that stuff disappears because you have to be so focused on riding and just all the elements around you, and it's just awesome. So thank you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff, the Riding Dad channel, you know where to find me. Messages, comments, like this video, please. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not subscribed. Why wouldn't you be subscribed? I hope you like this video. Thank you guys for watching again, and until the next time, guys, ride safe, have fun. Dad out.